Yeah, man, if you have never been to the Pro Bowl, it is really something very, very cool. I mean, we all know the game shit, and I usually don't ever go to the game, but I always go to all the festivities, all the days leading up to the Pro Bowl because all that shit's free. It doesn't cost any admission to get in. You can take your kids, they can do all the NFL Combine stuff. They'll get a certificate with all their times and how they did in every one of the events. All the players are walking around, they're signing autographs. Everybody's very very friendly. They're expecting to meet fans. They sign everything, and it is a really, really cool time. And I got a really cool story from a Pro Bowl years ago. I believe it was the 2017 Pro Bowl. I'd went over with my oldest son, who was 11 years old at the time, and the kid absolutely fucking loved Derek Carr. I mean, he was a Derek Carr fan. It was his favorite player by far. And we went there and in the hopes of obviously meeting Derek Carr and maybe getting my son an autograph. So we were up on the fence waiting for the AFC practices. And I had my son on my shoulder and I told him, if you see Derek come out, he had a mini helmet in his hand. I said, raise that helmet as high as you can and wave it. So we stood there for a while, waiting. Hopefully Derek came out on the field. And we seen Derek walk out the tunnel and walk out to the middle of the field. And he's got an armload of shit, and he's just standing in the middle of the practice field, and he's looking around, and he sees me with my son, all raided out, holding this helmet, waving, and he just starts a beeline, walking right towards us. As he starts coming, I grab my phone, I turn it on live stream, because it was the first year of Raider Reaction, so I turned it on live stream, and Derek walks over, picks my son up, takes him over the gate, grabs my phone, does a live stream interview with my son right there on the thing, and then takes every bit of gear that he had in his hands and hands it to my son. When we got home, we added it up. That was over $850 worth of Raider gear. T-shirts, jackets, fucking hoodies. He just gave it all to my son. Autographed his jersey, autographed his mini helmet, and gave us all that stuff and gave us a live stream. Unfortunately, this was at the beginning of Facebook Live, when if you had copyright music playing in the background, they would just automatically delete your video on upload. So them cocksuckers deleted that video. So we don't have any evidence of that awesome video interaction between my son and Derek, which is just that kicks me to the gut still to this day. But from that day forward, man, my son will forever love Derek Carr. And, despite of everything, whatever happened at the end of the Raiders, Derek is an absolute freaking class act. And that was just one of the fucking coolest things I've ever seen a player do for a kid. That was absolutely amazing. I know he had an armload of Raider gear. He was probably supposed to give it to every Raider fan that he's seen that day, but he gave it all to my son. $850 plus worth of gear. So Derek's always got a spot in this family's heart, and he'll always be a Raider.